won't you please?
We're who you should be listening to, admit it. The prettiest Tiff in Carolina, get it? Love, family, and friends. This be the energy, a better understanding so we can all be complete. Each time spitting raw and unrehearsed, either in your feelings or laughing till it hurts. Love and Flaws, the show that you all need. Join us every week for the best of us, guaranteed.
Here we go.
Yes. I rock with that joint every time.
Say what?
I rock with that intro every time.
That's fine.
I just be rocking with it.
No, it is. Welcome to the Love and Flaws podcast with your boy Sen, the prettiest Tiff in the building. Tiff, how you doing, Mom?
Good, boy. I'm good. It is almost Friday. I'm good.
Oh man, yeah. So, I'm ready to get in on this one.
I'm ready.
I always listen. I say it every week. We got a good one this week. You know what I mean? Like, but it be good every week. You know what I'm saying? We in here. You know,
it does.
We just getting better and better. We appreciate everybody that we appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us. Anything that y'all can do to help, share, like, pass it along.
Comment.
We appreciate it. Don't cost you a dime to like it and share it. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely appreciate that. We're gonna jump into this one. Woo! I'm ready.
I'm ready.
We're gonna talk about.
I'm ready to see what you think. Real talk. I'm because I know you're a stand-up guy, and I know you don't, step out. So, but I'm really, I want to hear your thoughts on this. I do.
There you gonna be surprised. All right, so we talking about side piece culture. The way it's been set up, and there's gonna be a lot of people that are like, nah, I don't think side piecing is a thing. There's gonna be a lot of people that say that, but it is. I feel like in society today, we are making it cool, trying to make it cool, making it more acceptable to be a side piece, whether it be a side chick or be the side dude, the sneaky link. We hear that all the time.
Yeah.
It's bragged about on social media. It's like, oh, when my one sneaky link don't call, I have the other sneaky link ready, men and women, because it's not just one for sure. Now, I think it didn't used to be as much women, but I think dudes been dogging women out so much, women getting their lick back. You know what I mean?
They definitely are.
So that's what we're going to talk about today, how prevalent it is. We don't really got a game plan for this one. We just going to jump in. So now you was asking me, usually I let you lead off, right? But you was asking me how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I'm sick to my stomach about it.
Oh.
Like, I can't stand. I was in a relationship. I've been out of that relationship for about 3 years now. I've only tried one time in the last few months. Like, since that relationship's been over, I only tried like one time to try. I talked to somebody, we met up, it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I see this stuff constantly in the media. I see people making jokes about it. I see people, it's in music. It's a regular thing.
They have a show,
man,
about side chicks in Charlotte.
I didn't know that, and so now I'm like, what is there left for a good? I joke all the time. I'm different. You know what I'm saying? I really am a stand-up dude. Like, I try. Listen, I've done things wrong. I've not always been correct in every relationship that I've had that has not obviously been successful, was not always just the other person's fault. You know what I mean? I take my own accountability. I know I've grown. We all grow. I'm not the same person I was. If you dated me 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I'm not the same person.
Right.
There's qualities. Listen, most, if not almost all my exes want to circle back at one point in time, right? So what they say
now,
it's not all, it must be something, right?
Right.
But I know I have a fault that I take blame in some of it.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I don't trust anybody. Cause I'm like, I don't want to put my heart, I don't want to give somebody my heart and be out here looking like a fool.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. It's okay to fall out of love or to not like you anymore. It's okay to be like, this has run its course. We need to go our separate ways.
Right, right.
What's not okay is to be out here telling person that you love them, you care about them, or you in it, and you out here dealing with other people. It's crazy. All my guys know, because most of my guy friends are hoes. I ain't even go front. I'm not gonna call not all my guys, right?
Look,
like,
I'm about to say they about to start calling like
they about to hit me up.
Bullets.
Not all of them, but most of them. And when I'm going through stuff, my guys be like, get out there and just start smashing. Just get out there, start smashing. There was a point like a year ago, I was like, yo, this is my villain phase. I'm about to just be out here crazy.
Just wilding out.
Right. Like, I'm going to start talking to any and everybody I can. I'm about to be out here a different dude. And I just couldn't do it. I'm not built that way.
Yeah.
I'm just not built that way. Now, having said that, I wish I was. If I could figure it out. Because I'm at the point, yo, I'm at the point.
You almost there.
I'm almost broken.
I'm not laughing at your brokenness, brother.
I'm just saying.
But
I'm ready to be a demon out here. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't. I try to take comfort in the fact that I'm a stand-up dude. I know a handful of stand-up people. So I'm like, there has to be other stand-up people out there. There's got to be women out there that are tired of getting played by dudes and want a stand-up, or even chicks that are like, yo, my whole phase is over. I want to settle down, right? Like, there's got to be people who are either tired of being played or playing that want something real.
Right.
I can't.
So let me ask you this: do you equate a side chick or dude as being a hoe?
Whoo, see, I want to say it doesn't have to be, because there's people who are they committed to the person, right? They committed to that person. They just know they got another person.
Right.
So they're not really out here in the streets slinging it around.
Right.
Giving it out. But at the same time, that almost makes it like okay. And I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay. I used to see it go around all the time. Women would be like, or I saw it on TikTok at least. It was going around. If I know you've got a girlfriend and they call me, I send them back to them or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Interestingly enough, that's how it started. Women were like, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with your man, which is how I think it should be, right? Like, that's cool. But then people started changing it to like, I don't know you, fuck you, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, here we go. We're making it okay.
See, and so that's where we're gonna disagree. We're gonna disagree there, but keep going.
So I don't think it's right. I don't believe in side pieces. Okay. I don't think it. Ironically, I have been a side piece before. And I'm the one that they joke about that I couldn't stay in my position. I like
you didn't know your lane.
Nah, I did.
You was calling all times of the hour of the night.
Nah. Call your man, let him know that's done. You got a new one. I'm done. We're not sharing anymore. I'm not. I can't. I'm not built for it.
I can see you doing that.
I'm not built for that. I did. Why?
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, I like the way you're set up. I don't think.
So, So one, I'm like, I will say this was small, but like I don't want to say I felt bad, but like I don't want somebody. Now the person I was, so I was the side dude initially. he was the reason I got to be able to slide in and be the side dude is because he was cheating and doing all kind of dumb shit to begin with. So he opened the door for that.
Right.
So then there was a point where I was like, well, he's just not necessary anyways in this equation. So to call him and let him know. Like I was really like one of my homeboys grabbed her phone and called her boyfriend and was like, yo, who this?
You're like, hello?
Like I can fight too, so I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? Like either whoop my ass or keep moving, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, so I'm not built for it. I don't think it's right. I don't think hurting somebody, especially because a lot of side pieces, the main, the person they with, their significant other, has no idea that their person is cheating on them and stuff like that. Obviously, it may even be not like my situation where they were a piece of shit. They could be thinking they doing everything right and honoring their relationship, and now they out here side piecing with other people and stuff. Like it's trash. It's trash. I've been cheated on in every relationship I've been in. Every single serious relationship, probably. I guess. Okay. I guess. You dated in high school for a few weeks, maybe right? But every legit relationship I've been in, I've caught them talking to somebody else or messing around with somebody else. Every single one. Been lied to. And again, I'm an asshole sometimes. I get it, but I'm not. Again, we've talked about it before. I'm not stealing at your purse. I'm not strung out on anything. I'm not beating on you. I'm not fucking disrespectful. Like it's the nice guy. I feel like that when the nice guys finished last shit. That's what I feel.
It's a real thing.
So you know what? I'm tired of being the nice guy. Say hello to the bad guy.
Say
but I ain't built that way. I'm built that way when it comes to like knocking motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not built that way. Yo, we can't. I remember Kevin Gates. So Kevin Gates get credit. Like they hype Kevin Gates up like he said something super deep, but he just be saying regular shit, just the way he deliver it. You know what I'm saying? He got that swagger when yo,
that's my dude.
When you talk about it like, so when I'm telling you, it's just the way he delivers it, right?
Right.
That's my guy too. I do like Kevin Gates.
I fucked with him.
But one thing he said one time when he was talking about how he is with his girl, in which now obviously we see more and more he freaky or whatever, right?
Right.
But he like, we can't be monsters all the time.
Right.
I can be delicate and sensitive with the one that I love, right? That's supposed to be my peace.
Yeah.
So I'm built that way.
Yeah.
I can be whatever to everybody else. Curve game on point, whatever. And the one that's on my arm, that's my queen. That's supposed to be my peace. I can be sensitive. That's when I don't have to be. You can be vulnerable. You ain't gotta be defenses up all the time.
Right.
Defenses up all the time. You know what I'm saying? So for me to be like, oh, I'm about to be talking. First of all, it seems like it's too much work. I don't want to be like, yo, I told this one we going to the movies on Saturday. I told this one we going to that. I want peace in my life.
That's too much to keep up with. Yeah.
Right. I ain't trying to keep track. Now, they say the real players just be like, yo,
tell them.
This is what we doing.
But then does that make it a side piece?
No, you're not at that point. I'm just talking about for me trying to be like, yo, I'm about to just turn villainous. It ain't built in me to be that way. One, it's too much work, and two, I want a significant other that I can be, that I can depend
monogamous.
On, right? That I can share my excitement about things with, that we go on trips with. I want that to be one person. I don't want it to be this person this week, another person
and that
next
person
week.
that week.
Right? I'm not built. I want to be built that way. I'm at this point, and there's people that are listening that are like, yo. No, I get it all the time. Especially my female friend. No, Sen, you have a great heart. Stay that way.
But you like, what the hell is it getting me?
It ain't right. Right. Sometimes you got to be cold. I'm about to be Dame Dash in my love. Like, you know what I mean? Like bulldogging him in Rockefeller Records like he was doing. You know what I'm saying? But where's it going? It can't get me no worse.
Well, I think it depends on how you carry it. I'm not. My biggest thing with the whole side chick, side dude thing is I'm never like how you were saying, like back in the day, the girl was sending back to her dude. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
back to his woman, the dude back to his woman. Like, nah, you got somebody. I think that is so like us as a society to put the blame on the person that shouldn't be held accountable. Like, if
Oh, I
I'm
see
in a
what you're saying.
relationship with you,
Right. The
right,
person in the relationship is the problem.
is the person accountable?
Right.
The other person,
You're right.
it should not even be a factor of why we're looking at their character. Why? I don't owe neither one of y'all nothing.
So you
I
don't think, all right, so I think if the person didn't know, that's one thing, right? So like if I walk up to a chick in the bar, I start talking to her, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, call me tomorrow, boom, boom, boom. I call her, we going weeks down the road.
Yeah.
I get a call, hey, yo, how you know Tiff? How you know whoever, right? I'm like, you know, and you know me, and we man pride jump in. Nigga, you called me. Who is it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It turned into what we know it turned into,
Yeah.
right? If I didn't know that I was a side piece, like my character's not an issue. I didn't know. Hey, bro, I ain't even know. And I've been there. I have literally gotten that phone call.
Right.
Hey, yo, how you know so? Like, yo, we met. She did that. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm open about it because I'm like, yo, if you're getting played home, well, I want you to know because that shit's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how it feels every single time.
Well, and see, I think it's levels to it. I think it, and when I say levels to it, if you're married, that's different. Like,
I think it makes it worse.
That's a different. If you know that a man or a woman is married and you're intentionally seeking out that person and you know that they're married,
right? That's why I was.
Then that's a problem.
That's what I was getting to. I still think if you know they're in a committed relationship, you still ask for it, though.
You're not married.
Come on, man.
You're not.
Come on.
Listen, you are single until you are married. Technically.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe
you
in that.
are.
How? That's trash.
No. Listen. Just hear me out. I'm not saying that if you're in a committed relationship that you shouldn't, you shouldn't be committed to that person or hold up to that end of your bargain. If that's what you and that person went into knowing. But what I'm saying is the person on the outside who is the side piece or the side dude, why are you holding them accountable because you're in a committed relationship?
I'm saying this. If I'm like, all right, so we talked about in episode 1, the list of friends, right? Right? We talked about the friends.
Right.
If I know that old girl is in a committed relationship with old boy, and I push up on her, I'm wrong for that.
Why?
She wrong if she accepts the invitation.
Why? But why are you wrong for that?
Because I know that.
Okay.
That's what do you mean?
I know
Tiff,
drinking
come on.
and driving. Like what I'm saying is,
you don't think it's wrong for you to hit on somebody that you know is in a relationship?
I would never do that.
Why? Because you think it's wrong.
No. Because for me, I know how it feels for it to be done to me and how it can affect the other person. Not because it's wrong.
I'm saying if they know, though. Not like...
Even if they know. If you're not... The only time that you get a pass with that for me is if somebody is married. Because a marriage is, before God, your friends, you're like, to me, it's different. It's different.
See, I see again, commitment to me is commitment.
Yeah.
If I said to
you,
I ain't gonna be with nobody. It don't matter if I said it to you in front of God and everybody else on the planet, or if I just said it to you one night after we had some great sex.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I'm done with these streets, Ma. You it. This is it. Me and
right.
you feel the same way. Like we talk, you know what I mean? It's consented. We good?
Right.
Yeah, tie them up because these niggas, they better not cover it. Nah. I'm airing out the whole place because this.
But I don't think it's those do. Let me tell you something.
No, but I'm
People
saying
do not
but,
care.
But what I'm saying is, if somebody I know, right? So now we go out into the world and we let people know that's my dude, that's my girl. We 1,000. We out here. We taking trips. We post it. We da. And somebody I know slides in her DM. I know you with Sen. I know you with Sen, but I'm just trying. Are y'all happy? I'm trying to see what's going on. He gonna have to see me.
But that's different. He knows you. That's different.
I don't care if he knows me personally or not. If he knows we together, because you can slide in and be like, I know you with old boy. I see y'all. I mean, y'all look happy, but are you really happy? Because if not, I'd love to spend some time with you. Nah, nigga, you gonna see me because it's not about me or her at this point. You knew she was with me. Now you disrespected me.
How? Because he's trying to shoot his shot.
That can be because there's not a shot to be made. The rim is closed.
Okay, and if it's closed,
I'm not talking about how she reacted. I'm not.
Then that conversation, she's gonna shut him down and be like,
"Fine,
I'm
it's
good."
2 parts. It's 2 parts, though. Yes, she need to react the right way. I need to react the right way if it happens to me, right? If a chick's like, "Hey, I know you with old girl, but anytime you want, you can slide through on a Saturday night." Look, ma, don't be sending me this nonsense. What are you talking about? How you even gonna say that? You know what I mean? Like, nah, you're not for me. Whatever I got to do to make it clear, right? That's one part of it. Now, if they knew each other, they're gonna have a problem. If she knew, come on, Tiff. If I see him because you knew she was with me and you didn't get. So here's a couple things. Like, my blood, I'm ready for this alert. So here's a couple things. One, you thought that I was just, again, this might be toxic masculinity and I don't give a fuck at this point, right? But so one, you thought nothing of me enough to be like, yo, fuck him, like he ain't shit. I ain't worried about him. There's nothing I gave off that made you think I shouldn't do this shit. Okay, well now I gotta give you a reason. Now I gotta show you why you shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying I'm God's gift to walking this earth beating everybody's ass. But goddamn it, I should be intimidating enough to make you think twice about wanting to talk to my old lady. You know what I'm saying? But you thought that there won't shit about me that was gonna do anything about this. Okay. Now you're gonna find out. I'm gonna make you ask her in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna happen. You better have that same
energy.
That same gas station energy when I'm around.
Right. And I feel what you're saying. I just feel like so many, especially women, put the pressure on the other woman. Like, you're the one who picked the dirt bag that went out and slept around on you anyway. Like, why are you bringing that energy to the other woman?
Like,
and I'm saying this from a woman who has been cheated on.
Listen, what do I say, Tiffany? Multiple things can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
It don't have, yes, you the asshole for cheating. The person in the relationship carries more of the responsibility to not have done it. But I'm saying if you knew the other person, if she knew you, Tiff, you know what I'm saying?
Well, she didn't know me.
But if she knew, even if she didn't know you personally, if she knew that that's Tiff's man, let me like.
Well, it was about 10 of them, so I'm sure one of them knew who I was.
Right, they deserve their ass whooped, and he's still wrong. You know what I'm saying? And he's even more wrong because he's the one that was married.
But that's my thing is like taking all of that and gearing it towards somebody that they're not gonna come see me.
Your key word was all of that. I'm not saying all the blame need to be on the side person.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if they knew about it, they can take some. You can take 15% of this ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Like they get some partial.
for me, it's different levels. If you're and listen, you've been a part of my life when I had a side piece.
Right.
And I ended up marrying my side piece.
Right.
So
again, though, I think I was that person. Like it's one thing when you know the person they with is not treating them right, though.
Right.
You know, I mean, that don't excuse it. I think I'm not justifying it, folks. I think people should just leave. I think that I shouldn't have messed with her. Like, she should have just left. I think you should have left him first before. It don't care. You my sister, though. I'm gonna love you. Like we talked about with our kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have killed the nigga first and then went. And I'm like, it's my sister. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still sitting on her side at the trial? Yes, I am. I'm sitting behind her at the trial. Like, that's my sister. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I see what you're saying. I feel like our coach. First of all, you're absolutely right. And maybe you even look at like polygamy and things like that. It makes you start. I don't want to say accepting it, but start looking at it like, oh well. Like there was a dude the other day it was another podcast. And he said that side chick. Now I don't agree with this, y'all. He said side chicks and side dudes save marriages.
Okay. He's right. Like it's not right, but he is right about it doing what it does, because you have the people who feel like they're not getting something fulfilled.
Yeah.
And they side piece takes care of that.
And that's exactly what he said.
So now there's dynamics and layers. Does the side piece know they're married? Right. Does the side piece just not care? They're getting, because especially we see it more often with men, right? Men that have side pieces are providing them with things,
a certain lifestyle.
Right. So so some people it's more of a business arrangement than it is.
And you hear women say it all the time. If I'm gonna be the side piece, what am I getting out of it?
Right.
Like women to be like, yo, nowadays women are like, I'm down for it, but I need.
And that goes back to the same supply and demand. Pussy makes the world go round. Because when we side dudes, what we getting out of it? Ass. That's it.
Right. That's all y'all getting.
I'm not getting no ones. I'm not getting a car. Just
well, I don't know nowadays.
They do. That's true. Because there's
nowadays.
There's a lot of strong, powerful, successful women having side pieces. You know what I'm saying? But typically, ass is our reward.
Yeah, that's what y'all going to it for.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
so. We going to it for. Now, let me ask you this: if it's a married couple,
okay.
The woman is the side piece, but she doesn't know she's the side piece.
Okay.
And let's say they've been dealing with each other for a year.
Right.
But 6 months in, she finds out he's married or has a girlfriend.
It's easy to say she should walk away. But you're talking about 6 months of emotions and feelings and stuff. Like, I am 1000%. I never thought I'd be in a toxic relationship. I'm a strong-willed, strong character type of dude. I mean, I wasn't getting beat on or anything like that. And men do get beat on too, but
absolutely,
like, you know, it was tearing down my self-esteem, stuff like that. I never thought I'd be in that position. It's easy to say, you know, you give your advice to your friends, walk away, leave that. It's easy on the outside looking in.
Right.
So even in that situation, the correct thing would be for her to not be the side piece any longer. Right. But I understand this person has done made you fall in love with them now at this point,
right?
Or at least highly infatuated. It's hard to walk away.
And my thing is, if the wife ain't gonna walk away after being cheated on, because listen, real talk is most men who do that, this ain't their first rodeo.
True.
And our age bracket. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So if a man is married to a
any
woman,
age bracket. Well,
yeah, but I'm saying like when you but when you're 20 and you're newly married, you might be like, oh,
not dudes. Dudes are cheating. I 100% side with women. Dudes probably it takes more for society's changing, and part of it is this culture of making it okay. But traditionally, women have to be broken first before they start cheating.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Dudes
absolutely.
Dudes have always just been assholes.
Yeah.
Right? So even at 20, 21, 22, guys might be sleeping with the chick at work or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it usually takes the girl or the woman a few years of going through that before she's like, you know what, she's I don't care too. I'm gonna get my leg back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Traditionally. Now they're coming out the gate. The way we pushing it out, teenagers are growing up thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have me 3 dudes.
But I mean, what I'm talking about though is in a marriage. Most teenagers aren't getting married.
Oh yeah,
so
I'm saying if you married at 25, or you got married at 22, 23, you've been married a couple years, I still think there's a high chance the dude might be stepping out.
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying is the woman, that might be just his first time, is what I'm saying. So what I was saying on that is, in our age, if you have a couple that's been together for 15 years,
right,
and the man steps out on the woman, that's probably not his first time doing it and her first time catching him. So what I'm saying is, if you was the wife whom he's supposed to love and put above all, your ass ain't finna leave him after he done cheated on you 20 times, stepped out on you multiple times, and you called him. Why do you think the girl who's getting benefits?
Now I'm about to flip it on you.
Okay.
You're doing the same thing, but in reverse. You putting part of the blame on the wife instead of the main one that's
No. What I'm saying is, no, I'm not putting the blame on her that she should leave him. That's your husband. What I'm saying is, you can't blame that woman for not leaving though, and just being like, oh, after 6 months, like I'm washing my hands up.
Oh yeah. I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
And then at that point, now it's just messy, right? Like now it
can be. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's true. I mean, I guess because there are people, men and women, that get in that situation where they know the other one's cheating and they ride with it. They don't care.
They don't care.
I mean, it's not that they don't care, but they're not.
Well, they
like
accept it.
They're not leaving. Right. They don't
and
like
you
it.
have relationships where the person is like, I don't care who you mess with, what we go through, we're gonna stay together. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, but people want to place blame.
I gave one person a second chance after that happened. And then the shit happened again. So like, lesson learned. You know what I mean? Like when I was younger. So
yeah. I mean, I've been cheated on multiple times. So much to the point where like I was like, I'm open to polygamy. Like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like it crossed my mind.
It's either it's gonna happen with or without your knowledge. Is what it feels like.
Right. So it's like, why not be able to have some type of...
I'm gonna give you another perspective of another reason why I've just not done it. Like in the back of my head, I'm like, what example am I setting for my daughter?
Yeah.
If she sees me out here trying, like, just talking to randoms and mistreating people and dogging chicks out, and she knows that, because my daughter growing into being my best friend, you know what I'm saying? So now she knows, like, if I'm talking to so and so, but if I'm like, yeah, I'm talking this one, that one, this one, this, what example am I setting for her?
Yeah.
Right. Because even though she's getting older and she's coming into her own personality, I gotta set some kind of standard.
Yeah.
It's the same thing we talking about. Like this is, she's already getting inundated with all this other stuff.
Right.
I want her to be able to look at me and be like, my dad was a stand-up dude when it came to how he treated people.
Yeah.
So,
but does that make you a bad person because you choose to be a side chick or a side dude? Like, does that make you a bad person?
I don't necessarily think things like that make you a bad person as a whole, right? You have chapters in your book. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I think it's a bad decision.
Yeah.
But I don't think it necessarily means you're a bad person.
Yeah.
Even if you do it so I don't know all of your friends, right? But you say you got married next month, I'm gonna throw her under the bus. She gonna hate y'all hate her. But then Ivy starts talking to your husband. Right?
That's totally different. You can't use
but
Ivy.
I'm saying, even then, that's why I use that example, because that's extreme. Even then, I don't think that make Ivy a bad person per se. It's just an extremely bad decision. Ivy, I don't ever think would do something like that. That's why I said it. But whoever in that position that knows you well and is friends, is rode with you, whatever, and they do something like that, it don't necessarily mean they're a bad person. They make it a bad decision.
Yeah.
Even in the most extreme case.
Yeah, but let me tell you, that extreme case.
Oh, now you're on my level. Now you're on what I'm on.
Well, you know what? You know, when I went through what I went through with my second marriage, and like I was ready for war with these women. Like I remember one time I was driving from the commissary and I was going home, and it was Trinity and we were in the car, and I found one of the girls' numbers, and I reached out to her and she answered the number. I done gave this bitch my address, and I don't even like to use that word, but I done gave this lady my address, my phone number, told her just pull up. Right. Now I'm in a new state, a new city, don't know nobody at this time. I scared my daughter. My daughter was like, oh my God, because I've never seen my mother like that.
Yeah, because she was like, what, 6?
She was in elementary school. She was like in 3rd grade.
Right. Yeah, so she was like 7, 8, maybe.
7,
whatever.
yeah, she was about 7, 8.
Right.
She has a late birthday, so she's probably about 7.
Right.
But so I've been there, but what I've realized is me, and I took my anger out on him too. Don't get it twisted.
Again.
But they each got the same amount of anger.
Did she know he was married?
Absolutely.
Right. So there's percentages to go around for all of them.
Well, yeah, and that the marriage thing, I think it's, if you know, it's off limits. But I also, let me tell you, if I'm a wife, right, and I catch my husband cheating on me, first of all, I'm not even going to address the woman. I'm not. Right. What am I going to address her for? But if I did have a conversation with her, let's say she wanted to talk, or he, whatever, for whatever reason we end up talking, right? And she tells me that he told her that he was not married. So not only are you cheating on me, but you're not even claiming me. Like a lot of these men are not even claiming their wives.
No, you're right. You're right. The situation I was talking about initially, I'm talking about if it is clear. Yeah. I'm not saying like they slide in your DM, you've posted a few pictures of us together, like, and they just testing the waters to see. Yeah. I'm talking about if it's clear. You know what I mean? You've made it clear, like, this is my man. I love him. I can't wait till the day we get to spend the rest of our lives together. And then you still slide in whether you know me or not. Bro, you got to see me. You got to see me.
I mean, it's disrespectful, but I don't know if I would. I'm not saying it's not disrespectful.
True. That's true. You're right.
It's disrespectful, but
as I get older,
would I approach that person?
You're right.
Because nowadays wearing a wedding ring or putting your relationship on blast in a good way makes people drawn to try one of you even more.
Right.
So that's the expectation that I would have. So I wouldn't even go after that person.
You're right. Now, you're right.
If my person didn't handle their shit,
right, you're dealing with them.
Then I'm dealing with you.
You're right. Because as I get older, I got to think about not every action warrants a reaction.
It does.
22-year-old Sen fighting everybody on the block.
Right.
You know what I mean?
See,
but you're right.
30-year-old Tiffany.
But you're right. Maybe if it happens now, I'm just like, oh, you really a piece of shit. But I don't really go after it. You know what I'm saying? But again, but then if they really do know me,
Yeah,
You know
no.
what I
Now if they
mean?
know me,
Right.
now we talking a whole nother.
I don't
different-
know. I'm still learning how to squash this man pride shit.
Nah,
I run
if you my girl,
I
and
might
you
not
around
go.
Me.
Listen, no, I'm not talking about the ones that know me. I'm talking about the one that knew. He don't know me personally, but he knew.
Okay.
I might not go seek him out, but if I run into him at the deli in Publix,
if I just happen to be shopping where he's shopping,
right? And I don't mean it in a funny way, like, oh, I think that's him. I'm gonna go in the. I'm really mean if I just happen to run into him somewhere. Okay, I don't know how safe it's gonna be for him.
But then what are you like? You fighting somebody, right? That was disrespectful.
Intentionally
Intentionally okay.
That's all I need to know.
But guess what? If she allowed him,
we're not talking about her. We're not talking about. I deal with that.
But he had her legs up in the air. He had her legs up in the air.
Okay,
and you about to go fight dude.
She dealt with it. That's different. It's a separate scenario.
But what I'm saying is the thought process. It doesn't make any sense. Why am I gonna go bust somebody's jaw?
All right. Let me ask you this. I think we all working from home pretty much or whatever. But say you was at work, right? And somebody that didn't know you personally, but knew you worked in whatever department A. They work over in department C. The only time y'all cross paths is in the hallway. You may see each other in the break room.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But for whatever reason, they done got to stick up their ass. And they like, fuck Tiff, I don't like her. I don't like that bitch at all. Right?
Okay.
Right? And you walking by in the hallway one day, y'all pass each other.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, fuck you, bitch. Right? It's intentionally disrespectful. It don't matter what else is going on in the world. Now at work, it's a little different because you worry about losing your job. But say you walk past each other in the grocery store. Oh, you that dumb bitch I work with over in department A, right? And they say, I ain't pass it. Y'all, we might be moving green beans and peaches in that motherfucker.
You nowadays though, I wouldn't.
Tiff, come on.
I promise. If she was, I would probably be like, I'm gonna say something.
Well, that's gonna escalate.
Defend myself, but no. But it's not gonna be a thing of fuck you. Like I'm not doing all of that. Number one, I'm at the age I'm too old to be wasting fights. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So either we're gonna fight or we not gonna fight.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna do all that banter. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not.
But my point is, it don't matter what else was going on, who else is to blame, right? Say it's a mutual coworker that's got this person feeling like this.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter because this person is now intentionally disrespecting you. That was my point. You know what I'm saying? So if he's like, right. I know you with him. I've seen him. I know who he is. And I don't know him. I don't owe him nothing, so I can holler at you. No, you owe me the respect that you see. That's my woman. That's my queen. Like, it's disrespectful. You disrespected me, regardless of what she could have done. Regardless if she said, "Yeah, come over," or she said, "Motherfucker, stay out my inbox."
Right.
That's a separate scenario. Now I gotta address why you felt that it was cool to disrespect me.
And I agree, brother, it's disrespectful, but the disrespect to me on that end doesn't equate to you, or it doesn't require you going to whipping his ass. I just don't see it.
It's I don't know. It's really different, right? Because it's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to be like, I'm just gonna not do anything because and maybe it depends on if they slid in their DM or if they posted it like on the page. Right. Because I can't let people think that was just like everybody else. And I know we shouldn't be concerned about what everybody thinks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't be walking around my town and folks is like, yo, that's Sen. You see old boy hollering at his girl, he ain't do nothing? Yo, what you mean? You ain't
put a whole paragraph.
You ain't see Timmy on an old girl's page talking about
right.
I know you might be with old boy, but yo, let me have a chance. And Sen, that Frank, he didn't do nothing. He ain't say nothing to anything. No. I need people to see him with a black eye.
I think that's the man thing. I think that's the man thing.
Maybe. I need people to see him with a black eye and wonder, did Sen get him that black eye?
Is that the reason why?
Maybe you shouldn't have said nothing. Maybe you should have said nothing to his girl. And I know that ain't right. Listen, America, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm definitely, sometimes I'm okay with being wrong. I'm not saying I'm right.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
I think I'm on this thing in my life too, where I'm starting to look inward instead of outward when things happen. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, somebody cheats on you. It has nothing to do with you." No, but it can. It can.
So let me ask you this too, because I've known this to happen where I seen chicks to be like, "I don't want you to say nothing. I can handle it." But I've also had women tell me, "Well, you mean you just let them hit on me and you ain't do anything?" Like, not just on social media, but like say in person, right? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm always gonna handle it first because again.
But I mean, you ain't never gonna feel the kind of way if your man don't like. I mean, I'm not saying that he jump in right away, but right, like if he just don't say nothing at all, like oh boy.
So that's what I was gonna say, and it's funny you brought that up because this is the dynamics of my family, how we run it, right?
Right.
And when I say we run, I'm talking about my kids. Like my boys are very protective of their mother.
Right.
Very.
As
my daughter too.
As
very
they should
protective.
Be. Right.
Right. And so we'll be out, and because my boys are men now, right? We've had this conversation. Yes, y'all are men, but I'm still your mom.
Right. No, but it's still
hold on, let me finish.
Different with kids.
Hold on, let me finish. And I'm grown, but they're still men. Right? So their men instinct kicks in.
Right.
Especially my middle son. He is a dove. Like he is going to take like so what we do is we say, let me handle it first. But if it gets out of hand, I'm gonna give you that look like go in on them.
Right. Right.
And I'm saying that because that's how I've carried my relationships. If we're out somewhere and someone is trying to hit on me, and listen, I'm not to my own horn, but we go out, somebody gonna look at me, right. Somebody's gonna wait for you to go to the bathroom, somebody's gonna wait for you to go, and they're gonna try to make eye contact with me, and they're gonna try to get with me. It is what it is. I'm not an unattractive woman. That's what's gonna happen.
Facts, right.
It's my job to shoot it down. Now, if I shoot it down,
okay,
but they still keep doing little shit, I'm gonna be like, I need you to handle that.
Okay.
Because now at this point, I'm not feeling safe.
Right.
Because I've told this person.
So I agree.
This is my
what's the threshold, right? And I'm sure it's different for everybody.
Right.
But I agree. Like if we out together, even if I'm standing there, which is that's tougher because back in the day that was.
But you, my man, I don't want you going to jail.
Right, I get it. I'm just saying. Now I'm like, if a guy walked up and was like, "Yo, can I buy you a drink?" and I'm standing, whew, I like to think that I'm not gonna say nothing. Right? I like to think that I'm gonna wait and see what you say. And you like, yo, I'm here with my man. Like, and they go, okay, cool, my bad, and they walk on, and that's the end of it, right?
Yeah.
Now say he circles back again, like, you sure I can't buy you a drink? Am I still supposed to wait and let you be like,
oh no, at that point, you got the green light.
Okay. So
because I made it very clear, but that's what I was saying. I'm only giving you one time to walk away from me.
Got you.
And leave it alone.
Right.
After that,
now
my man
so
got
let
the
me
green
ask
light.
You, if a dude walked up and you was literally standing, because somebody gave me an example of somebody hitting on them with they dudes standing there and the dude didn't say nothing at all. You know what I mean? So like
hold on. But it was the first time?
Right. They shut him down, but the dude didn't have no reaction at all. See, to me, it's kind. So I feel like,
but why should he? He should be confident in himself that his woman was like, nah.
Now, in fairness, I can't. Maybe the guy kept trying to like maybe she was like, nah, I'm good, and he kept trying to talk or whatever. So that could be it. But I'm saying, how would you feel? We standing together, because this has happened with us out together, right? Because they don't know, they don't know that
they don't know that we brother and sister.
So they walk up. Usually, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna let you get your game off if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But if they walk up and they like, hey, can I? Be like, she good, bro. Like, you okay with are you okay with that? Or are you offended that I didn't give you a chance to speak up for yourself first?
That's a good. I wouldn't be upset. No, I wouldn't be upset if you chose. Cause see, I like to let the man lead anyway.
Right.
So that wouldn't offend me at all.
Cause I feel like I'd be like, partner, she good, she here with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not trying to start nothing, but just to let them know, like, yo,
yeah.
And then if they continue, it's the same whether it had been you that shut them down or me that shut them down. Now I got slide. Come here, baby. Watch out. Look, homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna change up, right? But yeah, because I feel like again, it's kind of this. I get it. Not everybody's out with their significant other. Like you said, we've been out, and his brothers. Like, I think it's the approach too. I think that plays a part of it, right? Like, excuse me.
And that's what I was trying to get back with the side chick stuff. Like, it's the people just automatically assume, like, oh my God, he's a, you know what I mean, whatever, and she's a whore, and you know what I'm saying, like.
No, because most side pieces are only dealing with that one person.
Right. And it's the approach. You don't know what the approach was from the person. They may not, they may have no idea.
I think that happens more often than we know. I don't think the main person and their significant other, they're not letting their significant other know that they got a side piece. Right. And like you said, vice versa. A lot of times the side piece don't know they the side piece. Right. I just don't like
that's my biggest fear.
Okay, so having said that though, the way it's going now, like, and I don't want us to dwell on it too much because we're coming towards the end, but the way it's going now, it's like in the music and social media, they like it's okay.
It's okay.
Like, it's cool. Like, people are like, I don't mind being a side piece.
Right.
And I guess to each their own. If that fulfills your needs in life.
You know, I've been in at that point in my life where I'm like, I don't care.
I can't. I'd like to be there.
Because for me, at the time that it was, I'm not looking for nothing.
Right.
I'm not looking for anything, but this is fulfilling the immediate need of what I need. And
but you okay with? I see. I can't compartmentalize like that. Like, you okay with that person going back and dicking down somebody else?
I don't even think about that shit. I'm not. We're talking about when I was in that stage. Just to be clear.
Right.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, I didn't even think about that.
Cause like when I was that side piece, that time I was talking about it. Every time I knew he was in town, I was mad. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not built for it. Every time I knew.
You know what though? That's your ego. That's your ego.
About? I don't feel like the person I'm with should be with somebody else. I don't think that's egotistical. That's what I'm saying.
No. It's not egotistical for you to feel that way. It's egotistical for you to be thinking about what he's in town, so I'm mad because now you're like, what are they doing over there?
Right, because I don't feel like my person should be with something.
If you're not there, why does it bother you? And you know that you're the side piece. Why does that bother you?
Right. Because I'm not built to be a side piece.
Exactly.
I need to be the partner. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, just not.
I never, when I was the side piece,
You played Jerome.
I played it very well.
It hurts my heart to even think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, my heart in my chest is hurting right now.
Why?
Because I just hate it. I hate it. I hate that we can't be in a society where people can be with the person that they want to be with and not have to worry about everybody else.
Yeah. Well, I think it's harder. Honestly, I think it's harder for women because men outnumber women so much.
Do we?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Women outnumber men so much. So for women, it puts you in a position sometimes where you like, shit, I'm gonna be alone by myself if I'm heterosexual, right?
That's a dynamic I hadn't thought about.
Or
because there's places where it's really bad. Like I heard like San Diego, women outnumber men like 7-1 or something like that.
Right. Like that's
crazy.
Move.
I need to move to San Diego. I just had an epiphany with Tiffany. That'll be the new segment. That'll be the new segment of the show. I just had an epiphany with Tiffany. I am moving to San Diego. 7-1. I gotta find one.
So what do you think women are gonna do? You really think women are gonna be like, oh well, I'll just go to the nearest city? No.
Yeah.
No. They're gonna be sharing.
Crazy. I'm just an old soul, man. It's that just is. So to each that listen, as we always talk about, we love each and every one of y'all. To each your own. If you're happy, if it fulfills your needs and you are satisfied in life being the side piece, more power. It sounds funny, but I'm not trying to be funny.
It sounded terrible.
I wasn't trying to sound condescending. I really meant it. I really mean it. If you are in, if you found, let's try this again. Let's try
Rewind.
If you have, it sounds like a lawyer disclosure statement, right? If you have found yourself in a position of being the side person and it works for you and you're fulfilling with it, like you're okay with it, then we are all grown adults, consenting adults. Then by all means do you. I will say, like I said, unless people are being lied to, you know what I mean? Like I don't, and that tends to be the case. That's the whole
most of the time.
Sneaky link. You're sneaking because their person don't know. That shit's fucked up. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like I don't want to be a part of that. Personally, that's me. If y'all out here sneaking, doing y'all thing, fuck y'all. But I'm just
but be ready for the consequences. You know.
That's true. That's true.
You got to be ready for the consequences, no matter who you are, because people are crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so even if you just the side piece, the sneaky link,
because her
husband comes and blows your brains out.
I'm a psycho. Don't sneak with mine because it might happen.
We do not condone violence on Love and Flaws.
I do. People be like, violence don't solve anything. Sen, violence is not the answer.
It
may not be the answer, but it get results sometimes. I'm tell you that shit. Listen, y'all, I'm playing. I'm just a big teddy bear. Yeah, I'm just bullshit with y'all. I'm just bullshit with y'all.
But honestly though, be ready for those consequences too.
That's true. That's true. But we love all of y'all. We appreciate everybody that's tuned in. As always, she is the absolute prettiest Tiff. I'm your boy Carolina. This is Love and Flaws. We love y'all. Peace out.